Welcome to the NASCAR Pre-Race Show presented by Sugarlands Shine. The sun is up and shining on Phoenix Raceway. It's Championship Sunday, and one of these four drivers will leave there with the Bill France Cup and be the NASCAR Cup Series champion for 2020. Welcome into Studio 3. I'm Alex Weaver here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We have a great show for you guys today and some special guests on the show. We have country music artist Cole Swandell. We'll sit down with the Championship 4, and we'll also talk to the newly crowned NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. But first, let's get you up to speed. Championship week is officially here, and what a week it has been. On Friday, Sheldon Creed won the truck title. Saturday, we saw Austin Cindric win the NASCAR Xfinity Series title. And today, Championship 4 driver Chase Elliott will lead the field to green for 312 laps at Phoenix Raceway. Today, both Jimmie Johnson and Clint Bowyer will wrap up their full-time NASCAR Cup Series careers. Both of their families will be on the grid pre-race, and Jimmie will lead the field in a parade lap before the race begins at Phoenix. All right, joined now by our friend Cole Swandell. Cole, we kind of started the season off with you. Now we're ending it with you. You're booking the season. Pretty nice, friend.
Yeah, hey, it's been what a crazy year, but man, it's been nice to be able to watch racing and for NASCAR being, the first ones in the sports world back in action. And like I said, huge fan, and it's been a fun, exciting year. Got one more to go, and can't wait to see it.
I know you may be a little biased. I know you have a couple friends in the NASCAR garage, but one in particular is locked into the Championship 4 with Chase Elliott. Gets the win at Martinsville. What do you think about Old Niner there in the Champ 4?
Man, Georgia boy. He's got some tough company, though. I mean, they all do. I mean, they wouldn't be there if they weren't. So I'm, like I said, hopefully they'll be in Dawsonville celebrating. So I just can't wait to watch, man. I was watching last week, and to see that, I was obviously pulling for my boy Truex, and my cable cut out right when Chase made the pass, and I'm like, it just sat there for about 10 minutes, and then got to see the end of it. But what an exciting weekend.
We can blame it on the cable company.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know with Sugarlands you have your pre-show punch that you always have on stage with you. I've seen you a number of times, and that punch is right there in your left or right hand.
If y'all need any out there.
Exactly. So how did you get involved with Sugarlands? And I want to talk moonshine because you have your own moonshine. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I know, and that's the fact I get to work with them. It says right here, the official moonshine of NASCAR. So I remember talking to Courtney and the whole team just about what a NASCAR fan I was and moonshine fan I was, and just the opportunity they gave me was amazing. Love working with them. Sugarlands have been great to me. Love it on stage. That's what we drink before we go on stage every night, and we haven't had a chance to do that in a few months, so I can't wait to get back on the road, and just can't thank everyone enough for them, and I'm glad that we're all big fans of NASCAR.
Did you get to taste the moonshine as you were creating it? How'd that process work? Yeah,
that was one of the coolest things, is to get to go to Gatlinburg and just see like how it's done, and also coming up with my pre-show punch flavor. We went through and just tasted. I mean, it was kind of a fun process. You had to taste. I think I found out they were spitting it out, so they didn't drink too much, and I just enjoyed every taster I had. And we came up with a flavor, and that was it's crazy to see. I mean, pros at what they do, and to see the process, all the hard work that goes into it. I mean, that was one of the coolest things. If you ever get a chance to go tour the distillery and see how it's all done, I mean, they'll take care of you. It's a cool spot, and I got to make it back down there. I've been wanting to take a weekend and get there anyway, so hopefully I can do that soon.
Okay, so I've seen you in concert. I've seen you at racetracks. A lot of fans have interacted with you at racetracks, but I want to know your dream concert. If you had to pick one place, one venue, what would it be?
My dream venue is Red Rocks in Colorado. I've always wanted to play there, and all the tours we've been on, I can't believe it hadn't come across the schedule, but I'm kind of glad it hasn't. I want to be able to headline that, and that to be, the first time I ever play it, be my show, and that would be it. But I will say I got my first chance to go to Bristol a few weeks back, and that would be a pretty cool spot for a show too. So maybe we can work that in the schedule one year.
All right, Red Rocks in Bristol. Make sure you send me some tickets.
Yeah, you got it always. Yeah.
All right, well, we're getting ready for Phoenix. I know you're excited to watch the race, but we thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure when I get to talk to you. So enjoy it.
Hey, big fan of y'all. Thank you so much for what you do. I'm looking forward to watching the race.
Cole is ready for race day, and fans of NASCAR and Sugarlands Shine can enter for a chance to win daily prizes at sugarlands.com/NASCAR. Phoenix Raceway will join a special club today, hosting the NASCAR Cup Series Championship and the final race of the year. A total of 19 tracks have held the season finale, most recently Homestead Miami Speedway for almost 2 decades. From Atlanta Motor Speedway, which crowned champions like Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt, to the last time we ended on the West Coast in the 70s and 80s at Riverside and Ontario Motor Speedway.
You will remember our name when you see it in lights. We are the champions. We are the champions.
Austin Cindric is making history.
You guys are the best in the show.
Austin Cindric is the Xfinity Series champion.
All right, guys, we are joined by the 2020 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. Austin, I'm saying that. Hard to believe. Is it sank in yet?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Obviously, an amazing day. We knew it took a perfect race to win the championship against some really great competitors, and to be able to execute on that, whether it be on pit road, whether it be on race strategy, I'm really proud of the effort from everyone involved. So for us to have a perfect day and to do it in spectacular fashion, I felt like we won it the easy way, and we just needed the laps to click off. And then when the caution came out, I knew it was time to get the elbows up. So I'm glad it was fun for the fans to watch. I'm glad it all worked out for us as well.
I know that you were big on it's a team effort and it's a year-long effort, that this wasn't just one race here at Phoenix. You and that 22 team clicked off 6 wins, obviously the 6 being the most important. But how big of a team effort has this been all season long to get you guys locked into the championship for it and now a champion in 2020?
Yeah, it's been huge. I mean, I've said it all week that the hard part this season is to make it to the Final Four, and then you get to have fun. I mean, this is what it's all about. If you're not having fun today, whether if you're winning the race or not, I don't know what you're doing it for. When we raced here in the spring, I gave Brian a list of things that I needed, and it was a long list. And I mean, we tickled some air pressure out of the thing today, and we made a lot of changes and over the course of the next couple months, and it's amazing what we've been able to accomplish today. But because of that preparation and hard work pays off. That's for certain.
It came down to what we saw in the Gainer Trucks race as well, with a last second restart pit strategy. It looked like the pit crew atop the 22 box made a really good call.
Yeah, without a doubt. I don't think there was any doubt that was the right move there. For me, it was the choose. I mean, that's the first time I've gone up to the choose box and I've really been nervous knowing that either decision, if I don't win this race, I'm going to be really disappointed in myself, because, you pick the bottom and you line up behind the 10 and you're telling yourself, basically, I have to put it 3 wide, turn 1 and make this happen. And when you pick behind the 7, you're basically hoping to push the 7 to the lead and then give yourself 1 lap to pass him. So passing Justin Allgaier isn't easy to begin with. Obviously, we had better tires, but then if the caution comes out on the white flag, then it's over. So I took a shot on the more preferred lane and did the crossover. Had a 3-way battle for the lead there with a 9. And to his credit, he was really respectful of the situation. I felt like his awareness for what was going on was right for that timing. So it's a good job to him. But really proud of this Menards team, and for us to be able to, like I said, execute a perfect race. I mean, every aspect of it, from whether if it was inside the car or on pit road or on top of the box or back in the shop, pretty incredible when it all comes together.
I know that you'll celebrate this one for a long time, but I also know you're a competitor and you're looking forward to 2021. When does the transition start? When do you start looking ahead to next season?
I'm back in the gym on Monday.
All right, well, there's your answer. All right, well, the night is complete. Congratulations, Austin Cindric, our NASCAR Xfinity Series 2020 champion. Go soak it in.
Cool, thank you.
It was great to catch up with the NASCAR Xfinity Series champion earlier this weekend, but now let's turn the page to today's fantasy and betting. Let's send it over to my friends Steve Letarte, who's joining us from Phoenix, and PJ Walsh for some last-minute fantasy advice.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. So excited to be out here in the desert for the final race of the season. The championship 4 are here. The champion will be decided, but I got my buddy PJ Walsh from the Action Network. PJ, the question is, the championship 4 are out here to decide a champion. What are the odds? If I want to bet one of these 4, what kind of numbers can I get on the favorites?
Yeah, we've got Chase, Hamlin, and Keselowski, all 3 at plus 250, not both, and Logano at plus 270.
Wow, so all tight across
all
the 4.
Tight,
So I guess my question is, if it's all even across the 4, who do you think the favorite is? Where's your money going?
I've already bet Keselowski. I love him at plus 250. Remember, he won at Richmond, won at New Hampshire. I think he's the favorite.
I like that because he was so good at those 2 tracks. You mentioned it. I think emotionally, I have to look at Denny Hamlin. I think it's his season. He knows he wants to win a championship. He's been so close before. Keselowski and Logano both are champions. Yeah. I think it's Hamlin's thing. So my big question, though, is if those are the odds for the championship, can I assume it's the same odds for the race win? It's taking a win every year to win the championship.
Interestingly, Harvick not making it. He's the race favorite at 4-1, which makes it difficult. I actually like Keselowski to win the championship instead of winning the race at plus 550, because he can still win the championship and cash our bets without actually winning the race.
So does that mean you're going to take Harvick for the race and Keselowski for the championship and try to double up?
That's a good idea. I like it. Let's do it.
All right, well, it's aggressive. It's the last race. You might as well throw it all in. And most important thing, though, is enjoy the race. It's today on NBC. It's going to be a blast. It's been a great season, but today we crown a champion in Phoenix.
It's almost time for racing in Phoenix, and it's time for a race day cocktail. You can use Cole Swandell's pre-show punch moonshine to make a pre-show margarita. And for more unique recipes, visit sugarlands.com/recipe. Earlier this week, I sat down with the Championship 4 to get their take on the upcoming Duel in the Desert and what it would mean to add champion to the list of accomplishments for 2020. Going for a title, how would you kind of rate your 2020 season?
It's been good. It's been another successful year.
Denny Hamlin, 40th career win.
You damn right. That's a championship racing right there.
I've been as great through the playoffs. The results haven't been as great, but I feel like we're still running as good as what we were in the summer. So I'm pretty happy about it.
A lot of people have claimed that this has been the year that you kind of come into your own. What do you think about that statement?
Our process really hasn't changed. I feel like when we're at our best, that we can compete with some of the best.
Elliott wins at Martinsville.
There's another one.
And I think that we've been very capable of doing that in years past. We just haven't. We really haven't done anything different. And I don't think now is the time to try to reinvent the wheel either.
Is there a driver that you're looking at as the biggest threat?
You know, I'm not looking at anyone as being a favorite going into the race. I think there's a case to be made for all of them to run well, and we can all kind of talk up our own game. The reality is it's going to be settled on the racetrack.
Oh, yeah! Over there, boys! Hell yeah! Race for a championship! Let's go!
You were the first to lock into the Championship 4. Did those extra weeks find some speed in the 22 camp?
Well, we'll find out when we get there. I sure hope it does. And we've been working on this car pretty hard. It's nice that we've had a couple weeks to do that while everyone else has been, fighting literally to get into the Championship 4. Our batteries are recharged. We've been able to sleep. We've been able to feel prepared for the battle ahead of us. So that's exciting.
I know you've heard this a lot too, but you haven't won that championship yet. Is that in your mind? Are you thinking about that?
It's no more or less motivating if I was going for my second or third. I mean, I give it my all every week. I don't leave anything on the table. I'm comfortable in knowing that I'm giving it all I've got. But ultimately, there's a zero in the championship column. This is another shot that we've got this weekend, and certainly I'm hoping to capitalize on that.
What's it going to take to get it done at Phoenix on Sunday?
It's focusing on the things that are going to make us go fast, and that is thinking about the spring race, the things that we did well, the things we struggle with, hone in on those small tweaks and changes that I think our car needed to be really good.
We're in a great spot, guys. I'll tell you what, you look at our cars, we've got phenomenal cars, we've got a team that really clicked, and I'm just pumped to go out there and see what we got.
Flawless execution. I think that's what it's going to come down to us, is that anytime that we don't make any mistakes, we find ourselves towards the front with a chance to win.
What's it going to mean to you if you walk away at the end of 2020 and you're a two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion?
I love this question. It'd mean a lot. It would mean quite a bit. 2 championships really puts you at a different level.
Well, I think for me personally, it's a chance to win a second championship. Those don't come every day, that's for sure. With that in mind, I want to make the most of it. I've been fortunate enough to win one, and it was a tremendous moment in my life.
Well, it certainly would be special for me, obviously, because I've come so close. I think that certainly I've been trying for 15 years, so I believe that I would just enjoy the moment more than I would have if I would have won it, 10, 12 years ago.
Crossing the start-finish line and celebrating with your team, knowing that you're the champion of the sport. You can't describe the feelings.
The massive beer glass, is it going to make its return if you win?
Yeah, so there's some things happening there. When I won the 2012 championship, I was adamant I didn't want anything clean, and the glass was one of them. So we brought it back, and it was definitely still dirty. Still had beer in the bottom of it. It did a little mold. But So we had to make a decision: do we leave it or do we clean it and bring it? And I think we're leaning towards the latter. Stay tuned.
It's like having your first piece of chocolate cake. All you want is chocolate cake after that.
Well, now I'm craving chocolate cake, so.
You're welcome.
One last look at Phoenix Raceway, the site of the championship race coming up later this afternoon. It's going to be a good one. Emotions are always high on this day, and 4 drivers are hoping to end up in victory lane and hoist the Bill France Cup for the NASCAR Cup Series Championship of 2020. I cannot wait to watch this championship race. It's going to be a good one. Make sure you tune in at 3 p.m. on NBC. Thank you, fans, for watching the NASCAR Pre-Race Show presented by Sugarlands Shine. It's been a blast to hang out with you guys before we take to the green flag at Phoenix. And on behalf of myself and all race fans, thank you, Jimmy, for an incredible career, 7 championships. It's been a blast to watch. Keep it locked and loaded on NASCAR.com for all of your championship needs and all of the racing action today from Phoenix. Enjoy the championship race.